after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the run, this is Jackson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Stenerud on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Seahawks 14. Packers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Johnson's got it complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The dump-off gets him 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down.
Let's go, defense.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Ray Guy now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Sanders now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Here's Jackson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He may try and run for this. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
You don't want me? Switch. Middle.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Tight right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Donald Driver there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times. Before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw, I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch the arms. Watch twist.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. You ain't going nowhere. 26 Mike. It's a part. It's a part of that. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Once more. Safety's creeping. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a give right side. It's Green, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Lawrence Taylor in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Ray Guy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Sanders. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd and 9. Jackson, open man, Gronkowski complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, it's Jackson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
You ain't doing nothing, Craig. Check nine, check nine. Back. Watch out.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Jan Stenerud on for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. They'll run on first down. It's Green, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Single. I got 87, that's
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Jones has it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Allen now on first down. Flushed out right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Stenerud now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Julius Peppers picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll try the left side. Green. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Packers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it. Pass 85. 52. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Yeah. What's that?
Now Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoop.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, The fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A 28-yard gain.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. To try again after the sack. Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A game there of 30 big ones.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Throwing now is Allen. That one complete to Okoye. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Allen, flush to his right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Seattle.
Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 24, check 24.
Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Stenerud on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes.
Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready? Mike 48. Come on. Come on. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Everyone got 4 down. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
On second down now. It's Jackson. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Hatchet. Hatchet. Slam. Slam. Look. Check, check.
On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's Green. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second and 1, Allen. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Green. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 15 now. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Allen now from the gun. He'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bruce Smith, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Hill on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air, Allen. He's got Green. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try the left side. Green. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. On the move to his left. And that's complete. It's going here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some hype. He's got him in, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 82 yards. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Check 3, check 3. Check. Watch the safety crease.
Now it's Jackson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bruce Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. It's Green, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. Donald Driver, the intended receiver.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he finds Gronk. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
26 months. You remember me? You remember me?
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up third down and 4.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Stenerud able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded at the 8, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Julius Peppers in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Third and less than a yard.
Mike, ready? Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet.
He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Willis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Squeeze, double up. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jerry Rice there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Stenerud now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Ray Guy now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get... Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down, it's Green. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Here's Ray Guy now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. taken at about the 16. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdown.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On first down, it's Green. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds Cook. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook there to make the grab as they are able to cut into that lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
So now what do you do as it comes back to the 7?
I think you stick with your strategy. You've already told your team you're going for 2. You dial up a different play. The only saving grace, a bit more room to operate if you're deciding to throw the ball especially.
Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. And the lead cut down to 9. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's complete to Bo Jackson. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down now, it's Jackson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Check 52, come on. Alert. 52's the mark.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12.
To throw is Allen. Well, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He completes it to Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fella's got the memo. And they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
26 months.
Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can eventually take him down here. Great coverage downfield. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a give right side. Green. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EASports_MUT. With that, we sign off from Nashville.